Hi, I'm Dawn Janes-Bartley. I am the President, Risk Manager, and Insurance Guru here at Minnesota Insurance Group. I do love talking about insurance, so today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the basics of general liability. General liability is the standard liability component for a business. The basic parts include coverage for injuries to others, so bodily injury, and damage to somebody else's property. So we call that bodily injury and property damage. Examples of this would include, for example, if you own a restaurant and I'm a customer and I come in and you've mopped the floors and I slip and get injured. That's general liability. That's bodily injury to me. I'm a third party. Another example would be if I'm at your coffee shop and I have a sandwich and I get sick, I'm gonna maybe call you back and let you know that I think I have food poisoning. Maybe part of the sandwich was bad. Maybe there's something wrong with the refrigeration system. So if I have an injury related to your establishment, that's bodily injury. Property damage occurs so for example, if I go on site to visit a client and I spill my coffee and damage your computer system, that would be property damage. Contractors have a lot of property damage exposure because they go work at a third-party location and say they're bringing ladders in so that they can work on cabinets, and they drag the ladders across the floor and they damage the floor. So property damage occurs in that capacity. Another component of general liability is product liability. So an insurance office doesn't have a product liability exposure, but if you make a product, a component for a product, if you're a distributor, if you're a wholesaler, any part of that distribution chain for a product, you will have a product liability exposure. So if something that you make as a food product makes people sick, there's your product liability. If you make a component to a widget and that part fails, that's your product liability. So that's one part of general liability. So if you have a product exposure, that's important to know how that works for you. Personal injury is another component. That has to do with your reputation. So it's not a bodily injury, it's really more of a personal injury. I feel slandered. I believe that you said libelous things against me. My right to privacy was violated. You copyrighted something, or you used my advertisement in your business. So I sue. So those types of damages are included under the personal injury component of your policy. The last little small part is called medical payments. And if you are at a location, if you come to my office and my carpet is loose and you trip and you just have some medical bills, my medical payment limit would pay that regardless of whether I thought you were at fault or not. After that limit is met, then it goes into the general liability, which requires a negligence component. So again, I'm Dawn with Minnesota Insurance Group, always happy to answer your insurance questions.